Hi, and welcome to our fourth and final video on our series regarding property division. Let's stick with the house example for a minute, and let's talk about all the different ways that a house can be divided in a divorce. Now, the first way is probably the easiest and what most people think about when they think about what to do with a house in a divorce. We just sell it and split the money. Of course, that's subject to all the other things that we've talked about in the prior videos, such as those 2640 reimbursements, those Moore Marsden scenarios, things like that. But ultimately, you sell it and you split the community property money. Now, the second way you can divide a house is through a buyout. So if one spouse would like to remain in the home and they can afford the home, they have to buy out the other spouse's interest. Let's use an example. So let's say you guys live in a community property home and there's $100,000 worth of equity in that home. Technically, $50,000 of that equity belongs to husband and $50,000 of that equity belongs to wife. If husband would like to stay in the home, $50,000 of that equity already belongs to him, so he doesn't have to pay for that. But he does have to pay for wife's half of the equity. So in order for husband to buy out wife's interest in the home, he would have to pay to her $50,000. We call that an equalization payment. The third option is called a deferred sale. This just means that we're going to wait to do anything with the home, and one spouse is allowed to keep living there. Now, for a deferred sale, anybody can agree to that, and that's just fine, and the court will approve that. However, if you would like the court to make an order for a deferred sale, that is going to be much more rare. The reason why is the court has to have very specific circumstances that tell them why this is so important. One example would be if you have a special needs child and you have a doctor make a recommendation to the court saying it's going to be extremely detrimental to move this child's home. That's one scenario where you could get a deferred sale from the court. But you need to know it is somewhat unlikely for the court to make that order. I hope you've enjoyed our 4-part series on property division. If you missed parts 1, 2, or 3, please go back and check them out. There is some good information that may help you with your situation. If you'd like our help with your case, we would be honored to have that opportunity. Our firm has over 100 years of family law experience collectively between our staff, and we'd love to use that experience to help you.